In today's video, I'll show you how to use the complete content planner to organize your social media business. If you want to monetize your content or you're already making money on social media and need a tool to help you scale, keep watching. By the end of the video, you'll know how to use Notion to streamline your content creation. If you want to jump to a specific chapter, use the timestamps below. Let's begin. Firstly, the setup. You may have noticed we tend to keep our systems lean and efficient, so you can use them right away. The setup here should take you about 15-20 minutes, not 3 weeks. Duplicate the template in your Notion workspace. Next, delete the example pages. If you're watching this video while setting up your template, do this step at the end of the tour so you can keep the dummy data and familiarize yourself with the system. Anyways, to eliminate the examples, navigate to the bottom of the dashboard and open the database toggle. Click on the first one. Then put your mouse on the top left corner of the menu. A little checkbox will appear. Click it to select all pages. Select the bin to move the pages to the trash. Repeat this for all databases except the platform and the toolkit, and you're done. The platform database contains 9 platforms. You can add or delete pages depending on your preferences. Check the active checkbox next to the platforms you're currently using. For each platform, you can set the best posting time, the number of posts you want to publish per week, and the handle or link. The remaining properties are relations to other databases, and we'll see how they work in a minute. For now, let's open the toolkit. Here you can select and delete all pages except the 100 viral hooks, as it contains a list of hooks you can use for your content. Okay, now let's go back to the dashboard. This page is your command center. It collects all key elements of your content machine. You can personalize the page by changing the cover image, the photo here, and writing your name here. Okay, in the center column, there's the automated summary with today's date, the number of scheduled content for the current day and week, invoices due today, and overdue invoices. And finally, the number of tasks for the day. You don't need to touch this card as it runs in the background and updates daily. In the right column, you have buttons for quick actions, a brain dump block for quick notes, and a place to list your social media links for easy access. Below, there's a space for today's posts, showing all the content scheduled for the day. For each post, you see its title and image, if you have added a cover photo to the page, the status, the platform, and the type. And you can check this box if the content is sponsored. Change the status here once a post is published. On the left, you have an overview of today's tasks with their priority level. Moving down, you see the weekly calendar showing all posts scheduled for this week. You can reschedule a post by dragging and dropping its card on a different day. Finally, there's a section dedicated to this week's events, whether they're events you're invited to or your personal events or launches. As you can see, the dashboard gives you access to the main sections of the template and lets you review your action steps for the day and the week. You can review posts before publishing, see your task list for the day, remind yourself of upcoming events, and perform quick actions like saving a content idea, and check the summary. Now let's set up your brand and your strategy. Open the brand page. This is your branding section, where you establish your brand mission. What is the goal of your social media presence? Who are you targeting or helping? And what is your unique point of view? Write down the answer in the statement. This is the anchor of your brand and content as a whole. Next, you need to define your target audience. Here's the audience profile, and this section is gold. You will write who they are, their age, their interest, and most importantly, you will take time to understand their pain points, aspirations, long-term goals, and fears. Why are these so important? Well, because around these topics, you can create a compelling social media strategy. The more you understand your audience and their struggles, the more personal and effective your marketing will sound. So take your time with this. Next, there's your visual identity. Collect your logos, brand fonts, colors. The images you see here are the ones I have uploaded in the Files and Media property. The last section is dedicated to your mood boards. You can create one in Canva and upload it here for reference, or you can just embed the image in a block. The brand page has links to 2 subsections. One is the competitors subpage, where you list competitors and creators you like for market analysis and inspiration. And you can also save viral posts you would like to remodel and make your own. The other subpage is your toolkit. You have seen part of it in the visual identity section. The toolkit collects all resources you deem helpful for your brand and content machine. You can save important documents like contracts, marketing kits, and email templates. You can create keyword groups and edit your hook library. You already have 100 viral hooks listed here, but you can add your own and expand the library. You can also save tools, audio files, and editing apps. Basically, treat this page as a collection of resources you will normally have scattered across your computer or online, so you don't waste time when searching for something. Okay, now you have established your brand, it's time to develop your strategy. Your channel statement can be the same as your brand mission, or you can set something specific. Next, you'll identify your content pillars and write them down here. Below, you can define your purpose for each of your platforms. At the page, select the platform and the main purpose. Then describe your strategy and the type of content you are planning to make. Scroll down and you'll see the platform overview. Your active platforms are in the first gallery with a quick summary. The second tab lists all platforms. You can add or delete pages, activate or deactivate platforms. Let's add a new platform as an example. Click on New Page and write the name. If you want a custom icon, I suggest you search on Icons 8. It's where I source icons for all our templates. Check the active box, write down your best posting time, and select how many times per week you plan to post. If you scroll down, you'll see that the page is populated with data. This is the platform template. It shows the content pipeline, task planner, idea bank, and content calendar for this platform. So you can work inside the platform page and focus on that one specifically. Finally, there is a database dedicated to the platform's growth. Here you have 12 pages for each month, and you can input your goal for the month and then the actual number. You can track the followers count here or any other metric you decide on for the platform. The database will work out the performance automatically. Okay, let's now click off the page and go back to the strategy. You will see the new platform on the overview. Below this, there's a section to let you plan and track general goals for your social media and brand. For each goal, you can input the deadline, the quarter, the status, and assign a platform if you want. The progress is calculated automatically based on the number of completed tasks related to a goal. More on that later. Finally, you can access or create tags and keyword groups tailored to your target audience and niche. Next, let's open the content planner. You have today's posts on the left and the list of content you flagged as repost on the right. When a piece of content performs well, you can check this box and it will appear on the repurposing list. You can simply change the publishing date and repost the content as is, or you can duplicate it 2, 3, or 4 times and create different types of posts with the same piece of content. A YouTube video, for example, can become an Instagram carousel, a reel, or a TikTok video. By doing so, you build on proven content instead of guessing. Next, there's the content pipeline where all posts you're working on are displayed in different stages of development. You can drag and drop a card into another column to update the status. By default, the groups are named Scripting, Visuals, Editing, and Scheduled. You can edit these statuses according to your content type and workflow. To do that, click on Settings in the database menu. Select Edit Properties and then Status. Here, you can add, delete, or rename the options. You can also decide on which option you want to see in your pipeline. For example, if you don't want to see scheduled posts, you can open the View settings and select the Group option. In this window, you can change the order of the options and hide or show some of them. Below the content pipeline, there's the content calendar. You can see all scheduled and published posts for the current week and month. You can move a content card to another day if you want and change the status to published once a post goes live. Below the calendar, you see the idea bank, where you collect all content ideas you want to develop. The idea bank is in a toggle, so when you're not using it, you can hide it. Next, you have the monthly platform overview showing all posts grouped by platform. In the footer of the page, you can access your keywords and tags and the 100 viral hooks page to help you create compelling content. Now, let's talk about posts for a moment. The Complete Content Planner has pre-made post templates for every major platform. You can find the list in the template menu of any content view. These templates help you to create content with a clear structure. You will never have to start from a blank page. Now, let's say you want to add a new post. Normally, a post journey starts from an idea. You can add a new one using the button or by clicking on New Page in the idea bank. Let's add a new post and give it a tentative title. Open the page and scroll down to see the list of templates. If you choose one of the templates, for example, the Instagram reel, the blueprint will populate the page. You have all these sections every reel should have, plus guidelines to create successful reels, tasks for the specific post, and tag groups. If you want to edit some of these sections, you should edit the template itself, so the edits apply to all future reels. To do that, exit the page and click on the blue arrow on the database menu. Next to the Instagram reel template, click the 3 dots to edit the reel. You'll see the yellow banner that signals you're editing a database template. Modify the page however you see fit and click off the page. All your changes are now saved and the template updated. This is how you edit a database template. This rule applies to all databases. Now, let's go back to our post idea and say you want to schedule it in your calendar. You can change its status to scripting, for example, so it will appear on your pipeline. From there, the post will go through all the stages until it's ready to be published. You can assign a publish date and set its status to scheduled to see it in your calendar. This is how content development works. Before leaving the content page, let's see the sub-pages. We have seen the toolkit already. The idea bank is a phone-friendly version you can pin on your phone to save content ideas on the go so you never lose them. The viral reel generator is a tool to create compelling short-form videos. It works for YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos as well. The concept behind this workflow is to find the top 10 or 20 people in your industry or niche, and you can save their profile in your competitor database. Then you should visit their page and identify 10 high-performing reels or short-form videos and save them in the table below. By doing so, you will quickly have a long list of viral content proven to perform well. Analyze the videos and determine what the key elements for each are. Then make your own version with your voice and unique angle. Publish as much quality content as you can based on what already works in your niche. Okay, now let's see the planner, your productivity engine. The first section is for pending tasks for the day, and the second tab shows uncompleted tasks, so you can reschedule them. Below, you have your task planner where you can add, schedule, and review tasks. The first tab shows tasks without a set due date. You can use it to list things you're planning but don't need immediate action, or as a brain dump. The second tab is a weekly calendar. The third tab is an overview of all tasks grouped by month. You can connect tasks to a piece of content, a project, or a goal. Next, you have a project planner with an overview of active and completed projects. If you open a project page, you'll see a section to define the project's scope and brief, and a dedicated task list. Below, there's a section for your launches. If you offer products, services, or plan events, you can plan your launches here. Add a page and name the launch. Then select the launch template from the list. The complete launching blueprint will appear. This is going to guide you step by step through all the phases of a successful launch. You have pre-populated pre-launch tasks, development checklists, and instructions, and you can add tasks to the planner at any given moment. You can design your offer and bonuses, define your pricing, and so much more, including post-launch optimization and analysis. All your scheduled launches and events are visible in the calendar below. Now let's see the sub-pages at the top. The Products and Services page is dedicated to your offers, including freebies, digital downloads, and full courses or masterclasses. You have a tab for live offers and one for upcoming products you're working on. The Launch Planner is linked here too, since it's connected to your products. The second subpage is a brain dump section. You can pin this to your phone the same way you did for the idea bank. This is a space where you can jot down every idea that comes to mind so you don't lose anything important. And you can relate ideas to a piece of content, a platform, a project, or a goal. Now, let's explore your partners. This page is your CRM for sponsors and paid partners. This first section shows any sponsored content. The second lists all your active partners. For each partner, you can set a status, assign a tag, save the website, input the last time you contacted them, this is useful for prospect partners, save the email of the contact person, and save your affiliate code if you have one. You will also see the list of invoices and the projects or events related to the partner. This section is divided into active, by type, and affiliate summaries. Below, you have a complete pipeline with brands organized by status. As for the content pipeline, you can rename or hide groups if you need. If you scroll down, you will see the follow-up list. This shows brands you're in contact with that usually clients you want to work with or are in negotiation with. This automated label shows the date of the last contact for each brand, so you can plan a follow-up call or email. The last section is dedicated to invoices. Here you can create invoices using the pre-made template and keep track of payments. You can relate invoices to a partner and specific project. Then you can share the invoice or download the PDF and send it to your client. Now let's move on to the analytics. Here you have an inbox showing all content published this month grouped by platform. You will input the number of views, likes, comments, or shares, and the database will calculate the engagement rate. Based on that, you can assign a performance status to each post and decide whether it's worth repurposing. If you check the repurpose box, the post will appear on the content page. Below the inbox, there's an automated monthly summary showing posts in order of performance. And lastly, you have another summary dedicated to just sponsored content, so you can share these metrics with your partners. This page helps you analyze the performance of each piece of content, and along with the analytics for each platform, it helps you establish what is working and where to double down. Finally, we have a page dedicated to your business finances. You have an income tracker to track money coming in, an expense tracker, and automated monthly summaries. These are view-only cards showing your financial situation for each category. To edit these categories, use the table below. You can add, delete, or edit income and expense categories and assign a monthly budget or target. This tracker helps you take control of the financial side of your content business. You can identify areas of improvement and determine the impact of your social media as a source of income. Okay, great, we are done. This was the tour of the complete content planner. Now you know how to organize every element of your social media business, how to strategize new offers and launches, manage your paid partners and clients, and monetize your content. If you use social media as a marketing tool for your coaching business, you may want to check this video on how to onboard clients and elevate their experience.